Good morning. Happy Friday. It's the end of the week finally. Well, the end of, I guess, a regular work week. But this is Stephen Smith, and I'm coming to you live from Sarasota, Florida. I'm right here at the Celery Fields in Sarasota. This is the highest point in Florida, is what I understand. And I just want to say welcome, 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 welcome. I appreciate you taking time to come and watch. This is an opportunity to connect with nature. I call it Live with Nature. It's an opportunity to connect with me, with a lot of other great folks. And I just want to say, yeah, I enjoy being out here in nature. I enjoy bringing these videos to you and connecting with nature, seeing what Sarasota's like. It's a little bit overcast this morning. I've heard the lions already. They're already welcoming in the brand new day. And I just want to say, hey, welcome to you. And I hope that your day is going well so far. And if your day is not going well, we'll be praying at the end, as you know, or if it's your first time, I always close with a prayer. I'll be praying for myself, I'll be praying for you, and I'll be praying really for everyone. I just want to say that, gosh, I'm going to make an apology right now. I'm going to make an apology. The first one is actually Bradley Chapman, and Yes You Can Aspire to Achieve Global TV. I apologize, I wasn't on last night. I got distracted with a situation that's going on in my life right now related to work. It's not a pleasant situation. It's a situation that can be resolved, but nonetheless, I got so distracted that I missed my deal. And so I apologize, Bradley, and everybody in Yes You Can Aspire to Achieve, and all those that watch the Global TV. I want to start actually by saying this, and I want everybody to think about this for a moment. We need a prayer right off the beginning. The prayer in the beginning is in particular for two people. It's for one of my regular viewers, Sonny, and it's for my right-hand man with the Live with Nature, Nosnumber Avi, and it's for Sonny and Avi's father. Don't know exactly what's going on with Sonny, but I do know that Avi's dealing with a situation with his father. His father has cancer. He's declining in health. And I just want to pray that we hold him up in God's glory. And I hope that he heals. I hope that he has some sense of comfort. I know that there's probably no turning this around, but you know what? Miracles happen all the time. And so maybe God will have a miracle and keep him with us for as long as he possibly can be in this universe with us. And so I pray, dear Lord, that you bless both Sonny and Avi's father and bring them to a point where they have at least some comfort, some joy, some sense of peace, some sense of understanding, and allow them to be able to move forward and move through this trying, difficult time. In Jesus' name I pray this, amen. So, yeah, I got distracted last night. I apologize about that. I've been working on a deal, a job that I was trying to do my very best, and it was a favor, and apparently I made a bad mistake by doing this. I'm not going to really go into details, but what I am going to do is say this. There's a gentleman here in town doing business, American Decorating Outlet, and this gentleman has not been fair to me. He's been defamatory to me. He's been slandering me, and he's not paying me. And I am a professional. I believe that I am. I know that I do good work. Sometimes things happen, which there were a couple things that went on with this job that slowed me down. It wasn't something that I do all the time, painting cabinets, but I have done it. And what I feel is I'm just being attacked. I'm being given a bunch of excuses for why not to pay me. I've done enough research to know I'm not the first guy that this has happened to. And it's a sorry situation. And so I'll also pray for him that he sees the light, and that he sees that I tried to do a good job, and that, we can just simply be a professional say what we're going to do what we're going to say what we mean what we say, and then do it. Okay? All right, end of that. So, because I'm going to send him this link so that he can see too. Because I warned him, you know, if he's going to do me wrong, I'm going to make sure everybody knows about it. And I will. So we'll let that one go for right now, but I hope you're having fun. I'm not distracted really anymore. I don't want to be. I want to release that. I want you to release any pain, suffering that you might be involved with right now, whichever situation you might be experiencing. And I know that there's always hope. In the tough times, there's always a good message there. Because as some of you may know, I believe, and I'm sorry, let me just do this right now. I apologize. I didn't turn on the do not disturb. Let me just do that so that we can stop being disturbed by the notification. Okay, sorry. I apologize about that. Wasn't paying attention. Don't claim to be a professional photographer necessarily, although, yeah, I've got a lot of pictures out there. They've had a lot of views. And they go with the reviews. I'm a local guide with Google Maps. I like to bring the opportunity of my perspective and my experience of different places and try and improve Google Maps as a way to help people be able to come out here into nature and to come. Ran into a person the other day as I was leaving that said, "Oh yeah, I've heard of you and Live with Nature," and she was looking up the Celery Fields and saw my review and saw my pictures and said, and they love it out here. Who wouldn't? Okay. So, you know, today is a great day. And no matter what I might go through, like I was saying, I believe that everything is a circle. The circle of life, where there's bad, there's good too. What I need to do is look at that bad, and I've made mistakes in the past, and, you know, I have. But I'm trying to make them right. And that's the important part. And learn the lesson from that experience. And, you know, give of myself freely. You know, you've heard me say, I want to inspire people who inspire others and pay it forward without expectation of a personal gain. And so that's what I really want to do. And part of that is bringing this live with nature. It's kind of cloudy. I don't know if we're going to see that sun coming up this morning necessarily. But in the meantime, we're hoping that the lions will roar again for us. I hope that, like I said, you're having a good day. And if you're not, remember, it can be better. It is a matter of perspective. I believe everything starts with a thought. And then you take that thought, you put an action plan to it, and then it'll start manifesting in your life. I'm a huge believer in the law of attraction. What I think is what I get. And that's what tells my mind the thoughts that I have. If I dwell on it for any amount of time, or even me, I've experienced simple thought, bing, manifest. It can happen quick. And so maybe my thinking hasn't been real positive at some times recently. And so maybe that's created some of the situations I'm experiencing. But you know what? You know, if I've offended somebody, I apologize. But you know what? I'm just here to try and learn and be better and, you know, work forward. Hey, thank you. You know, welcome again. I really appreciate everybody that's taking time to come and join me. I'll take a look here now. My right-hand man, Avi's here. You're so awesome, Avi. I really appreciate you being here. You know, without you, we wouldn't be what we are. And, yeah, God, trying to release this guy, Steve. And all he does is keep on trying to slander me. Whatever. I just saw a note flash across. Anyways, this guy's too much. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's all right. He's attempting to throw me off, but you know what? That's all good. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Gary. Welcome, Jonathan. Welcome, Sonny. I hope you're feeling a little bit better, Sonny. Tisha. And, of course, Avi. Really appreciate everybody who's taking time. Cadet, thank you. And Kathy, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're here. We're in Sarasota. And we are at the Celery Fields. The Celery Fields is actually a hill that they built. They dragged a bunch of dirt from across the way here, put it over here, made this highest point fabulous view. I'll make sure that I do a 360 so everybody sees everything I'm seeing. And so anyways, they brought it all over, and what's just really cool is this, is that I understand there was so many fossils that were discovered as a result of moving this dirt over here. And I've even found some right down here below on this trail. It's like, wow, okay, well, this was covered with water. Remember, Florida is a sandbar. It's supposed to be flooded, by the way, with the glacial melt by 2040. That's what Al Gore said in his movie about global warming. So I'm not going to personally stay here for till 40 to find out if it does flood. You know, it's only average elevation, by the way, in Florida of 4 feet. Okay, so it only takes about 4 feet, and they say, oh, well, at the pace that it's going, by 2040, we'll be underwater. Well, golly, I think I'm going to move up into a little bit higher ground. In the meantime, we'll all enjoy the beauty of where we are here. And I'll just go ahead and I'll just turn this camera around so you can all see this. All right. So that's looking kind of eastern, southeastern, and we'll be turning here to the south. This is the area just over this hill that they brought all this dirt over here to make this. And by the way, I want to mention this because I'm not happy about it, but they're trying to actually take down the hill and then build some business warehouses and stuff. It's like insane that they're going to take away a natural habitat, displace all the animals around here, you know, because of business, instead of just simply leaving a nice park for us. And so if you happen to, and maybe I'll do another post on that. I did a post because we just have to tell these people wrong. Sarasota County, please do not allow that and let them tear down this natural habitat. Now, it's been here for a very long time. They used to grow celery here. That's why they call it the Celery Fields, by the way. That was a long time ago, but they turned it into a wildlife preserve. And it's really nice because there's all kinds of animals around here. In the past, we've seen the rabbits. We can hear the lions down below. You can see the big top down there at Big Cat Habitat. They're getting ready for their yearly extravaganza, where they display their animals. And these are folks, let me get the name, the Rosaire circus folks. You know, I don't know if anybody knows this, but Sarasota is really a circus town. I mean, John Ringling and Barnum and Bailey Circus, this was their summer headquarters. When they weren't touring around the country, they stayed here. The bridge over to the St. Armands and to Lido, as well as Longbow Key, which is a really nice area. Very exclusive area, very expensive. Yeah, it's a John Ringling Causeway. That's the bridge that gets you over there. They had a major impact and influence in this town as well. One of these days I'm going to have to go up to the museum and show you that, because there's a lot of great art. But needless to say, Big Cat Habitat, it's a sanctuary. What they do is that they take in animals that have been abused or neglected, and they give it a home where people love and care for them. And they have, a couple of you might have heard me say this, lions and tigers and bears. And they have monkeys, and they have birds, and they have alligators and camel and T-boar for Avi. And I did a video on that. Now, we do have, of course, our Facebook page. We're also on Instagram. We're working on building that up. We're on YouTube as well. You know, if you go to YouTube, you can watch some of the past videos that we've done. One of them would be my trip to the Big Cat Habitat, and that was a lot of fun. It really was. So, all right. I know I can talk too much sometimes. Apparently, I can talk too much and get myself in trouble. But nonetheless, it is what it is. We move forward. I will. And I want you to also, if there is an obstacle you're having a difficult time with, it's time to look at it and say, you know what? I can overcome that obstacle, and I can break through barriers, and I can move forward. And that's what I like to try and do. And then learn that lesson of the bad experience and make it good. So I'm just going to be quiet now for a moment. I use this time as introspection. I use this to say my I am statements, to affirm the positivity of who I am, as well as the positive affirmations which will, continue to manifest in my life. You can use it for relaxation, for meditation, whatever you would like, but I'll be quiet so we can just simply do that right now. How's that? righty, welcome Jim. Thank you very much, Jim. Jim is a local radio host up in New England, and he is awesome. He does the oldies on the weekends. It's a great show. You ought to listen in sometime. I really appreciate you taking time to come and join me, Jim. So welcome everybody. If you're just coming in, hi, my name's Stephen Smith. This is Live with Nature, an opportunity to connect with nature. This morning we're talking somewhat about the nature of people, and I'm going to say this. Sometimes you have to say no. That was what was going on in my morning. I like to start my day early. I really do. I like to get up, and the first thing I like to do is this. I like to listen to positive, inspirational, or spiritual videos on YouTube to set the stage for my day, and so that I can actually start thinking in a positive manner. I didn't really get off to that beginning of a start this morning because still was weighing on me a little bit about this ordeal I'm going through. But what I recognize is this: sometimes we have to say no. We don't have to accept other people's opinions as the truth. And so if we know in our heart that we're doing the best that we can, that's what counts to me. We're doing the best that we can, then that's what counts. And if we can allow other people, of course, to have your opinion, but not get judgmental about it, and that's where I'm trying to be, is not get judgmental, because I prefer not to be judgmental. I am not God. I don't make the rules, but I do make the rules for my own life. So therefore, sometimes we do have to say no. And in retrospect, if I'd have known the situation a little bit better, I'd have said no, but I didn't. So therefore, I have to live with it, and I still, to this moment, I'm committed to do whatever it took to make sure that this guy was okay and happy, and that I did the job, but he won't have it, so that's okay. Sometimes you can't have what you want. It's okay. We move on, right? Yes, we do. So thank you. I appreciate everybody that takes time to come and join me. It's kind of cloudy this morning. I'm probably really not going to get to see a whole lot when it comes to this sunrise. But what I'll do is this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pray right now. I'm going to pray for myself. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for everybody in the universe. Dear Lord, thank you so very much for today. Thank you for the fact that I'm standing on this ground. I'm above ground rather than underground or buried or passed on. Lord, allow me and everybody to be able to fulfill their dreams and their goals and manifest them in abundance for us, Lord. Help us to be able to work through the difficult times, the trying times, the times of loss, the times of mistakes. Help us to not beat ourselves up over it. Help us to acknowledge what was the positive aspect of it, or the learning lesson in it, and move forward. Father, I just ask that you particularly bless Sani, particularly bless Avi's father. Give them comfort, give them some sense of peace and understanding and acceptance. I've said this before, acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. When I find a problem with a person, place, thing, or situation, what the problem really is me. It's my perspective. It's about perspective. We can have a positive perspective or a negative perspective. And I don't like being negative. I don't like being unhappy. I don't like being depressed about situations. And so, Lord, help me to overcome those. Help everybody to overcome that. Lord, there's a lot of grief in this world. There's a lot of killing and war. Everything seems to be a war. If you don't like it, we're at war about this. We're at war about that. There's a war on this. There's a war on that. A lot of times in the name of God. Well, that's a mistake in my book. Nonetheless, Lord, help us to be a peaceful nation. Shed the light and the love of God and the universe upon us. And help us to just be the best people we can possibly be. I release these words to the universe. I know that they are true. The universe supports me in the statements I've made, and so it is. I say namaste, namaskar, amen, and have an awesome day today. It's Friday. Let's make the best of it. If you're not working tomorrow, enjoy your weekend. Let's get ready for a great weekend. I am, and an opportunity to do some fun stuff. One of these days again soon, I will have my granddaughter, Harmony, join us, because I really would love that. She was up really early, because I was up really early this morning too as well. But I knew that when she went to sleep, it's over, because it's like, are you going to do live with nature? And it's like, yeah. I said, well, I wasn't sure at that moment, honestly. So then, yeah, I decided, yeah, it is important to come out here to say hello to everybody, to say God bless you, have an awesome day. Let's rock Friday. Let's make it a great weekend. Be safe. And let's just have a great day. Have a blessed day. That's what I said. That's the message I sent out to a bunch of people this morning. Have a blessed Friday. Enjoy yourselves. Let's make the best of everything as best we can. Thank you. This is Stephen Smith. I'll let the camera roll for a little bit, but I'll be signing off. And if you've made comments, I'll go back. I'll respond to those comments. Have an awesome day, and enjoy. Thank you. Peace out. Exactly. Thanks, Avi. Yeah, got to remember to turn on the do not disturb, because what I did is I hit the do not disturb so that we don't get all the dinging, because that thing will be constant. It is constant at me all day long. But nonetheless, thank you for joining, everybody. I hear a lion down there. Yes, Sonny, you're very welcome, and thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you for the compliment. I enjoy doing this. I have a hard time being quiet sometimes. I like to talk. What I really like to do is I like to inspire people. I like to bring the experiences that I have. Didn't mean to go on a bit of a rant, which I did over this guy, but nonetheless, it is. And one of the things I prayed for was the release of the stress over it, because I don't need the stress. What I do need to do is get myself together. Well, I am together already. Go back home for a bit, head out. I got a big day ahead of me, and we'll solve problems and, do Friday, right? Let's do Friday. Have a good time. Love y'all. We'll say bye for now.